Okay, the fog is just lifted, okay? You throw off at the bow line, you throw off at the stern, and then you headed to the South Channel, past the Rock Neck, you pass the 10-pound Highland, and you pass the Niles Pond. I mean, kid, that's where I used to skate as a kid. You blow the air horn, you say hello to the lighthouse keeper kid on Thatcher Island. But then, okay, it's at the birds. It's at the black bigs, it's at the heron gulls, and it's at the big dumpy ducks, okay? Minke, the sun hits you, okay? You head north, you open up to 12. You're steaming now, okay? The guys are busy, but you're the one in charge, okay? But you're the goddamn swordboat captain, okay? Isn't there anything better in the world?
Episode 7 of the Greased Up Sports Podcast, brought to you this week by Top Golf. Devin, you ever been in Top Golf? You've been there a couple, 2 or 3 times.
I hit a few yabos there back in the day. I did.
I wouldn't say they were yabos, but Jesse's been there. Jesse can hit a couple yabos.
Couple hacks.
DJ was not there with us, but DJ's dad this week is sponsoring the Greased Up Sports Podcast. Sudbury Motors. Dev, didn't you look at a truck there the other day?
I did. I was told I'd get a tremendous deal. Wasn't what I was looking for, but I'll be back.
Good service, though, right?
Great service. Great service.
Great service. My brother went there today. My brother was looking at a truck. That's all he said was great service. And to top it off, he might do a little fishing tournament with Greased Up Sports, Sudbury Motors. You want to get on that? Catch some sea bass, catch some tuna, catch whatever you want.
Yeah.
Sudbury Motors. Seems like a good place. Triangle Auto Sales is a good spot, though. I'm not going to lie. That's my dad's, if you didn't know.
Yeah, Triangle's nice, but
that's a triangle.
But he's not putting on any fishing tournaments. So so my dad was saying
he's got koi ponds.
Yeah, he wants to do like a little cookout.
He's got his own fish.
Yeah.
He wants to do a little cookout and he wants to do a fishing tournament. And we're aiming for July 4th. So hopefully, we can get that going. But yeah,
maybe we can do a live podcast while it's all going on.
Something crazy. It's gonna be wild for sure. All you gotta do is just remember
from the cat.
Yeah, just remember. See Sudbay and save.
See Sudbay and save. Dev, you're up, Cud. You're up, kid. What do you got for us?
All right, this week my knowledge actually came from reading the news on the interwebs. So I found out that if you want to prevent or treat coronavirus, you just got to fucking burn, smoke some weed. So these people up in Canada found out, they did a little study that hemp extracts high in CBD may help block proteins that provide a gateway for COVID-19 to enter your body. So it actually gives you a 70% better chance of not contracting coronavirus, which is pretty impressive. And they found more than 800 varieties of sativa that help prevent COVID. So I don't know if sativa's the laid back one or the more energetic one, but
remember it this way: indica into bed.
Okay, so you'll be kind of pumped and you'll be not getting coronavirus. That's nice.
You can go to the beach and chill.
Yeah. And not get it.
So what happens when you go on a burn ride with your boys and one of them has corona and now you guys are all sharing a blunt? You're just not going to get it because you're smoking weed?
We got to smoke a couple extra blunts and you'll be fine.
Well, I got 2 things, being the stoner of the group.
Good point.
Two things. Of course Canada's going to say this. They fucking grow more weed than anyone. So, of course, they're going to fucking release this. Makes sense business-wise.
Like, yeah, good
That's a good point, yeah.
Obviously. And, I was actually notified by, like, a bunch of different people. They just texted me this. So, apparently I smoke weed, and people need to share this type of information with me.
Oh, DJ Burns.
Yeah, I got, like, 6 people. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, you're never getting the Rona. Knock on wood.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Love it.
Jesse,
before I forget, for all those people that are listening, we have Jesse on right now. Jesse's one of our friends, Jesse Earl Glidden, also known as Sauce and Lunkers on the Xbox.
Give it an ad.
He's been known to hang out on the 3 mile line and not catch anything, but he's convinced that he does catch fish. I've never seen it.
Hey, he's got a fish in his background. He must catch fish.
I mean, I got a couple trophies from Winchester's back in the day. Just from some hogs that I pulled up on the 3 mile line.
Yeah, that's not the only place
I
you
bring you
pulled up
guys out
hogs.
to I bring you guys out to a different spot on the mile line, and just to give you guys like a nice scenic view out there. But I'm not gonna bring you guys to the watering holes for sure.
Can we touch on I don't know if this is if you can do this on the podcast. Can we touch on how you got that painting behind you?
Let's keep that a secret.
Yeah.
Let's keep that a secret.
We'll save that one for
should I
behind the
move?
scenes.
A nice painting.
To
Good thing you guys are only
on
getting 20
Magnolia
views.
Ave, we are sorry.
This was actually on Facebook Marketplace. I got it for $1.50.
That's a deal.
Someone was trying to get rid of it. So
Just left some quarters in the mailbox.
yeah, they dropped it off.
That's face value.
I love it.
Shit
Oh.
painting anyway.
Not
Debbie,
even that nice.
give it to us. Give us what we want,
All right.
bud.
So this one might be the longest shot I've heard yet. It's pretty wild. So it's out of Lynn. I'll start with that.
Love it.
The title is "We Met at the Battle of the Bands in the early 2000s at the Palladium." Then he goes, "My crappy band played a Battle of the Bands, and you were a Peruvian girl who had a cast on her arm, who I was protecting from the mosh pit. We exchanged phone numbers, but because you were so far away in Sudbury and I was living in Lynn, it never developed. I'm sure that's why. I was in 10th grade. I think you were a freshman. You're probably taken, but I've always wondered what could have been." So this guy's shooting a shot from the early 2000s.
20
fast forward
years
about
later.
18 years. Yeah. So he's still shooting though. Got to give him some credit, I guess.
Oh my God, for
Lynn
sure.
guy.
Imagine
you know?
meeting a girl. Imagine meeting a girl one time, and 20 years later, she's still in the back of your head.
Imagine
I
meeting
know, for real.
Imagine meeting a Peruvian girl in a cast one time, and then 20 years later, she's still in your head. Like, woo!
I protected you from the mosh pit like a hero.
You must be a lonely soul.
Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
kind of sad more than anything, but yeah, it's a pretty good one this week. Battle of the Bands, some good memories. I
Battle
guess.
of Bands, for sure.
Yeah.
He did make it pretty specific though. So if this Peruvian is
Jack Black.
scrolling through misconnections,
Yeah, you never know.
she knows it's her.
She could be
Maybe
back
he
in
still has
Peru.
his number two.
True.
First question: have you moved out of Lynn?
He's like, "Yeah, I live in Nahant now."
Oh, word. Hit me up.
She's like,
Only
"Oh,
in the
so-
winters. Only in the winters.
Yeah, rent's mad cheap.
Oh, I love it.
So today we finally got some news about sports potentially reopening. The MLB said that they could start on Tuesday. The NHL came out and said that they could start in early June, and they actually have a plan for it. 12 teams, I believe, on each division. They're going to select like a small town to play in. There's still a couple up for grabs. The first
For
four
the NHL?
seeds of each division, yeah, for the NHL, the first 4 seeds for each division are going to play a round robin to pick the seeding. And then the other seedings will play a 5-round series. Regular rules.
I heard the stadiums are down to the Las Vegas, whatever the fuck they're called, Las Vegas' stadium
Knights.
and yeah, thank you, and Columbus' stadium. Those are the 2 ones it's come down to, and they're probably gonna play in both of them. And yeah, sports are fucking back. Like it's happening.
Sports are
Getting
almost
there.
back.
We're
It's
getting there.
happening. I
So
think
will there be crowds? Have they said anything about crowds?
No way.
No crowds.
Absolutely.
No, there's going to be
Absolutely not.
nothing. I mean, baseball without crowds, that's going to be tough. Like hockey, though, like they're one of the plan that they're like rolling out, and it's just going to be straight playoff hockey. It's just going to be like, what people want. It's just like going to be intense sprint. Like every team's got fresh legs. It's going to be a battle, and then to finish out like the Stanley Cup and everything, it's still going to be 7-game series. They're still going to be able to finish it normally towards the end, but that's literally what hockey's all about, though. It's like
oh, for
playoff
sure.
sprints. So it's
No,
like
I
So
it's gonna be
heard-
electric.
coming from you, you played goalie in high school and shit. And what was it like the first week of getting back on the ice and seeing shots? Like, how long did it take you to get back into the groove of? I mean, I know you like missed every other shot that came your way.
Yeah. I think it took me about 4 years, and then I stopped playing.
I was in the zone.
No, I mean, it takes you. I mean, I guarantee you, they're training like Tuukka's like humming tennis balls against the wall like every single day, fucking probably like a maniac. Like, you know what I mean? Like his reaction time is still going to be normal.
No, I mean you got to remember too.
Sure
Like we have a veteran team. Like this is, if anything, this is good for us. Like we're probably best.
The legs, but
we are the best off after any other team as far as the NHL goes for this situation. We're the best. We are, because we have the most experience in the playoffs. That we were just there last year. Like these guys are still like, some of them are still in their fucking prime. I don't know how, but you know, like
Bergeron, dude. Bergeron's still such a beast. Fucking 17 years later.
And you know, Bergeron had like six different injuries we didn't know about, and now he's healing. Like this is good for us. And other teams, like these younger teams, like the Flames, teams like that are just high scoring teams. Like they're gonna have to find their legs first, and they're gonna have to find the net. And we're going to benefit from this, and I see us making a redemption run this year. I do. I think the Bruins are going to go.
I mean, they were going to win the cup regardless. They were going to win the cup.
Well, they were on the pace for President's Cup.
We would have been right up there right now without Rona.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of which though, something that's really been on my mind recently is, I think the NHL, they stopped March. Was it right after?
Right after St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day, yeah. The game before that, it was like a Monday. It was the 17th. It was the day before I was supposed to fly out to California. I had tickets to the game. So I still have those tickets with, like, what are you
trying to get your money back?
What's the deal?
Hit up Gary Bettman.
Well, you're screwed, but I think some season ticket holders might get refunded, but probably not for NBA and NHL for what you missed this year. It's probably a loss.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I guess Bob Kraft already reached out and said you can either get refunded if you're not going to be able to go into the stands next year, or you can put it towards the season after. So Bob Kraft's doing his fucking thing. But that's Bobby. Bobby's different.
Shout out Dave Elwell. He gave me those tickets for Christmas. So I want another fucking present.
Next year you need a rebound.
I better get 2 games next year.
Hey, so I mean, we got
what's
Bruins.
going on with the NBA?
Yeah, I was about to say, we
what's
got
going on with the
Celtics,
NBA?
too.
Have they made any?
So they're talking about seeding,
like,
regardless of conference, just 1 through 16.
I hate that.
That's where they're headed. I don't know if I like that either, to be honest.
When is the last time you heard that? Like, is that like a sure thing, or is that just another idea?
That's what's going around. But I don't know.
3 different scenarios.
Yeah, I think the NBA narrowed it down to 3, and they just haven't picked one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I don't think, how would the 16 seeding work? Like, would you still? What if you have 2 Eastern Conference or 2 Western Conference teams? That's so stupid in the finals.
Well, I think the thing is, I know that is awful. Yeah, I think the whole thing is that they just, dude, it seems like the Trailblazers with like Damian Lillard just crying in someone's ear right now. Yeah. It's just like we had a chance to be an 8th seed and lose in the first round. Like, shut up.
That's what I'm saying. You think you're gonna beat the Lakers in the first round? Not a shot.
Get out of here.
Anyways.
Fucking lose the Lakers last year in the first round.
He's like begging to get swept.
Yeah.
This would benefit a lot of the Western Conference teams for sure.
I think they should play like 5 games to get them warmed up, and maybe not even have them count, and then just roll right into the playoffs of who we're going to make the playoffs before. You know what I mean?
Like that.
They got to do some sort of scrimmage or something like that. But I think the Celtics – go ahead, what?
Well, you guys just bring this up right now, but just to go back to NHL, and hockey, that's the only shitty thing about like the plan that they're going to roll out. Like some teams that weren't going to make it into the playoffs, like the Canadians, like they're actually going to be able to get in there and have a shot. So kind of
if we play the Canadians, I don't care how good we are, we will lose. and I don't care how bad they are, we will lose. I'm telling you, Santa, look at the past. It doesn't matter, dude. We just lose to them.
Dude,
so I hope
they don't.
It's a good
I
rivalry.
hope they don't sneak in
But
and without,
without-
just make it into our bracket or whatever.
Without fans, though, it's a whole different ball game. Like you don't have home ice, and that's where we stunk.
Especially with the NBA. That's what I'm like on the opposite end. You know, you have the Bruins, the vets. You got the Celtics. I mean, other than like Kemba and like Gordon Hayward, who have never really been on winning teams. You know, like they are rookies, so they might be one of those teams that could run into a team in the first round. Like if they got to see the Sixers, you know, maybe, who knows? Like, so I'm a little bit more
rookies,
worried
but
about them. But you know, like Jason Tatum, like I know he's one of those guys that feeds off the crowd. So does Jaylen Brown. So does Marcus Smart. Like some of these guys, like it might affect them a little bit. But you know, your Gordon Haywards, your Kembas, they might be definitely still all right. So I don't know. I think it should be interesting. And I don't know, Devin, you're a big basketball guy. Who do you think we're gonna get first round, and how do you think we're gonna fare?
I don't know. I saw today, I was watching ESPN, this, Mike Greenberg. He was saying he thinks the Celtics will run through the East, which I want to agree with, but I still think the Bucks are the juggernaut. I can see us going to the Eastern Conference Finals if they do it by conference, but I don't see us getting past Giannis. He's just a force.
Yeah, I don't either.
And they have so many shooters around him. I mean, it's like they're tough to stop. And their defense is
They're a hard team to defend.
complicated.
To be totally honest, I'm more afraid of the Heat than I am of the Bucks. The Heat
are really deep.
Yeah, the Heat.
Like 1 through 10, they might be better than anyone.
They have really good shooting. Jimmy Butler is a good leader on the floor, and Bam Adebayo is one of the best younger players in the league.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's underrated.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. But I think they're all in a level playing field in terms of the no fans there. Because, I mean, any player feeds off the crowd, no matter who you are. If you're a veteran, maybe you can handle it like a little better, but I don't think it's that much of a difference, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though, for a young team, an inexperienced team with any like playoff experience, basically, like having no crowd in the stadium might actually be a benefit for them. So
might
just
help 'em.
straight up, like you're
No one's
not
getting in their head.
you know,
Not rattled.
Yeah.
no crazy energy. You're not getting rattled. Like
Yeah, so
For sure.
Jesse, kind of back to like hockey days, stuff like that, speaking from experience, you know what it's like to play with no crowd. Tell us a little bit about it.
DJ's been saving that. DJ's been thinking about that for a week now.
I was in the tank watching.
I was on the spot, buddy, on the spot.
Yeah, tough. I remember we had like the biggest crowd that we ever had was when we played Beverly that year home, and we won that game 3-1, and then we just went back to the high school and had like fucking 50 cars in the PL. Had like 150 people like right across from Ryan's house. No cops came the entire night. It was like, why don't we fucking do this all the time?
That was awesome. Shout out to the PL, dude. That place
Shout out
is
to the PL.
Some good
Places
times.
good times in there.
Yeah, the TTs.
I don't. Yeah, but
Lions front yard.
we had more sports this weekend. We had some golf. We had
Yeah.
Tiger and Peyton against Phil and Brady.
That was fantastic.
What'd you guys think
Yeah.
about it?
I absolutely loved it. I did. You know what I loved? You guys are you could probably guess it. I loved watching Brady struggle. Now that he's not on the Patriots, I loved it. Oh my God. And that's not a side, obviously, that you like to see as a Pats fan, but it was always the more entertaining side. It's when he was yelling at people, when he was getting down people's throats. Like, he is an emotional guy, and he was showing it the other day. When he
Did you
knocked
see-
one in from like 150, and he was just like, "Suck it, Chuck." Like, that was funny.
Did you
that was
see
perfect
Sean
timing. Chuck
Payton's
called him
tweet?
out right before that.
Yeah, he did.
Sean Payton was like, I hope Brady plays. Like, I could get used to playing this Brady because he was
Yeah.
struggling on
Florida
the
Brady.
back nine. Yeah.
Florida Brady.
And the fact that he ripped his pants, dude, I think going to Florida might just be bad luck for him. I don't
Oh,
know.
my
Yeah,
God.
too many carbs down there. What's going on?
Dude, I've never seen a Tom Brady like a move like that. That was wild.
Dude, and Peyton was filthy, dude. He was just every approach shot, he was just drilling, dude. He was nice.
And he was
Oh, yeah.
sinking putts, dude. He hit like a 18-foot putt That's no fucking joke.
I kind of hate the fact that Peyton's as funny as he is. Like, I want to hate him so bad, but he's actually like funny as hell.
Yeah, he is.
I don't
Honestly,
His
I
delivery
don't want
is
to hate him anymore though. Like now he's out of the NFL. He's not a rival anymore. Like now
He's been playing
now
a
I
lot
just
of golf.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's had more time for golf.
Yeah.
Cut that meat.
Peyton is hilarious
sure.
though. That guy, he needs to be on Monday Night Football. I need him on like him and
Eli's-
Pat McAfee on Monday Night Football.
is
Imagine
his
that, dude. That would
voice.
be the best.
Yeah. Eli's pretty.
Yo, do you
funny,
remember?
too.
Yeah, he is. But do you remember how much we hated Peyton back in like 03, 04 when he got straight
Oh, yeah.
cuffed at Gillette in those snow games?
Yeah.
Got picked off like 3 times. I'll never forget that.
I was there. Cut that meat. That's what we were chanting.
I was in my living room.
He just did a commercial right before the playoff
that
run
meat.
started, and it was some sort of like I don't know Mastercard or something commercial, and he was doing a bunch of different stuff, and all of a sudden he's in a butcher shop. He's just cutting meat. The whole stadium just starts chanting, "Cut that meat! Cut that meat!"
That's unreal.
Ty Law's just picking him off left and right. We were in his
That was
head.
unbelievable.
little DJ.
Shout out
Yeah,
Ty Law.
the GOAT.
I love Ty Law. I used to have a silver Ty Law jersey. It was like my favorite jersey of all time. It was like a kid's
Frame
extra
that.
small. I could probably still fit into it, but
Easy.
It's fire.
I wish I
It
still
looked
had
it
that.
looked like an Under Armour on you, but
I hate that.
maybe wear it down to the
You
new
hate
gym.
that, DJ? What do you hate? Give us something you hate. Look at that.
Well, something I hate. So yesterday I did fucking nothing. I was outside for a little bit, but other than that, nothing. I actually watched Jaws. So I don't know. I really like the throwbacks. I'm a big throwback movie guy. Good Steven Spielberg, and I was really in the mood to get into like the beach vibe. So I was looking through. I was like, oh, I can't find anything. I found Jaws. I was like, all right, that will do. You know, a little Cape vibe. So yeah, I did that. I hate sharks. Okay, that's
Really?
probably
Okay.
my biggest fear. Truth be told, probably my biggest fear on the planet is a shark. I'll tell you what. If I'm in open water, I might not show it. I am shitting myself. I do not like it. I don't. I grew up on the water. It's funny, and I'll do it. I'll jump in the open water, but once the idea enters my head, it doesn't get out until I'm on a boat or something like that. Like, open
That's
water,
always in the back of my mind.
always in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
I've tried
Never
to
thought about
surf.
it once.
I've
Yeah,
tried
never
to
thought
surf
about
a
it
few
once.
times. You know what it was? I think I watched Jaws way too early as a kid. I remember waking up from nightmares and there's sharks chasing me on land and shit, and I was just terrified.
With like
You were in the middle of a
horsepower.
Sharknado.
It just got me way too early, dude. So that shit I hate is fucking sharks. I just wish there weren't these massive pieces of muscle with just rows of razor sharp teeth in the water. If they weren't there, I'd be a lot more comfortable. That's all I'm saying.
Dev, what do you got?
Yeah. So I actually hate is how much hate Nickelback receives. I feel like it's like a huge trend that has come on the last few years. And to be honest, pretty much everyone I know could sing along to at least 5 Nickelback songs. And it's just such a trendy thing. They're like, yeah, I hate Nickelback too. But like they have a few bangers, you know? Nothing wrong with Nickelback.
They do. They have that song that was in Spider-Man. It was like the beginning of Spider-Man. That's kind of a fucking banger. But Photograph is so bad.
I was looking on
Photograph is
Spotify.
so
Their
bad.
top 5
Rockstar.
songs have more than 100 million plays.
Rockstar's a banger.
Yeah, Rockstar's fire.
Rockstar's the number one. Yeah.
If I
Kidding
hit
me?
a million, if I hit a million on a scratch ticket, that might be my first like top 3 songs.
I know, dude.
Literally, like
Oh, wow.
driving to the lotto store.
It just became like
What do
a
you got,
trend
Jack?
so quick.
Yeah, it did. I don't know why either.
I don't know, dude. Someone just made a meme or something and it just caught fire.
Devin,
it was
I
that.
I love where
You know
your
what
head's
it was?
at, but
It was-
make it okay for me to like Nickelback.
I will, dude.
I've
Start
been
sharing the
hiding
music.
this shit forever, dude.
Make Nickelback great again 2020.
Yeah,
Put it on
normal-
that.
Normalize
It was that meme. It was that meme of him holding the graph, and it was like, "Look at this graph." and then everyone hated Nickelback from
I never even
that.
saw that one. I always look that up. That's
You're
like,
kidding? That's the best meme out there.
look at this graph.
Look at this.
Oh my god.
Look at this graph.
All right, Jess, what do you got?
That killed Nickelback.
You hate that.
Yeah, you hate that. Some shit that I hate is just in like modern society. Like we got like Netflix, Hulu, like you barely ever go to the movies anymore. And it's like maybe once, twice a year, like when you're, either with your girl or like maybe stoned with your boys. But it's like,
Oh, for 2
you
on
go to
that.
the movies. Yeah. You go to the movies and, it could be like It 2, like a scary ass movie. It could be anything. And then when the movie ends, like, It 2 is like you got like a clown coming out of the sewer, like eating children and shit. Like, it's not like it's a fucked up movie. And then you got like the movie ends, credits roll, and then like you got like a 60-year-old dad and his like family, and then they stand up and they clap at the end of the movie. And you're just like, I'm just so disgusted. I'm just like, I wish I never even fucking came here. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Like, you're kidding me? You're clapping?
They can't hear you.
Yeah, they can't hear you. And the same thing goes for flights. When you land on a plane, I hate when people
start clapping.
that.
I hate that.
Like, go fuck
Pisses
yourself.
me off.
Like,
Yeah.
I hope your fucking vacation sucks. That's some shit I hate.
Just to touch on that, something I hate the over-the-top flight attendants. I hate them. The ones that get over the speaker, just over the top. Like, yeah, I got my earbuds in. Don't even think about trying to make me take them out. Like,
Yeah.
no way.
I've heard this a couple times. I know what to do. Don't worry. Buckle my seatbelt. Yeah, I have no oxygen. It's going to pop down. All right. My fucking seat's a floaty. I get it. All right.
Yeah.
Been
Call
on a
my
plane.
mom, tell her I love her, and die, basically.
Yeah.
All right, Santa, what do you got?
This is definitely everyone's hate. Everyone fucking hates this. Is bikers in spandex with helmets on in the middle of the road, and they won't let you pass. They're the worst people on earth. If you're a biker and you have a mountain bike or like a road bike, but you don't have spandex on, and you can see this person just grinding just to get like a workout in or just wants to get outside, good for you. Usually they're like hugging. Like when I bike, I'm like hugging the sidewalk if I'm not on the sidewalk. I'm letting every single car go. But bikers and spandex think that they own the fucking road when they don't. You don't own the road. I get it. You're part of like a vehicle. You're supposed to like have part of the road, but you don't. You're on a fucking bike. I can destroy you at any given time. Just get out of my way and let everyone pass you. You're going 15. I want to go 35. Get out of here.
Yeah. And then what's caused car accidents every fucking time. It's the worst part.
Yeah.
Just a dangerous society.
The worst.
Yeah, no, they really are.
If you're a biker with spandex and a helmet on, go fuck yourself.
And what's up with those helmets too? Like how big? Why do their helmets need to be so long?
Yeah, the tail's
the
like
the aerodynamics, hilarious.
Supposed to like protecting their spines.
Like they're
biking
going
around the boulevard. Come on.
They're going from like 15 miles an hour to like 15.1 miles an hour, 15.01 miles an hour. Like, okay, but you look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you look like the man.
Yeah, they got to screenshot their bike ride for the average speed. That's what it's all about.
I fucking hate that. These new trends of like every time you go for a run, you get a fucking screenshot and like send it on your fucking story and shit. Every time you go for a bike ride, you go for a walk, everything you do, you get a fucking screenshot. Like, congrats, you fucking work out. I'm happy for you. You don't got to show me.
Look what I did.
Look at it. Says I was outside for 12 minutes.
Off the quarantine, dude. I'm riding my bike.
All right, Suds, what do you love?
Should I love? Well, I saw and shared the video on Facebook the other day, so I'm just gonna steal it right from it. I love banana bread at work. That's what I love.
Dude,
That is fire.
banana bread at work, dude?
Fucking yeah.
Banana bread at work, dude? Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
My mom, dude. Tells me everything's
His
gonna be all
analogies
right.
are
Like going
so
to work
good,
and
dude.
not making a lot of money, dude? Hell no!
Line of all time. The best line of all time right there.
I can't tell if he's cooked or just like really funny in a
It's
sarcastic
really
way.
funny.
I think it was just a one-time
he's probably-
thing for him. I think he was just cooked.
He's probably fucking cooked.
Yeah.
I think he was kind of heated.
He
Yeah.
was one and done. So
I think it was like serious. Just smoked a bowl after work. Like got some banana bread.
Opened his
Well,
lunch pail that his mom packed.
Thanks,
Holy
Mom.
shit!
Love
You're
it.
the best.
Just amped.
Debbie, what do you got?
Shit I love is looking at it, but more specifically, looking at sunsets. The weather's gotten a little nicer. You know, you're able to just sit there, look at the sunset, drink a couple beers,
Looking at it.
take it all in. You know, it's really nice. There's some really unbelievable scenes around here. You know, we're pretty lucky. Love where I live.
Yeah.
Like your backyard.
You woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. You woke up the other day pretty early and you caught the sunrise. So what do you think?
Yeah.
Sunrises or sunsets?
Dude,
Oh, it's a
I don't know. That sunrise at Good Harbor was unbelievable.
It's beautiful.
might
It
take
comes up
3
right over the Twin Light Towers. It's
Yeah.
fucking gorgeous.
well. That's the thing.
Yeah,
You
it's-
get the water. You get the water with the sunrise. You get it. You go to the back shore and it's bomb.
Yeah.
That was something else.
The energy you get after watching a sunrise too, you're just ready for the day.
For real, dude.
Yeah, you are. It's great.
You literally
Just
do anything.
vibes. Just vibes radiating.
All right, Jess.
Some shit that I love is that, with upcoming, Corona's almost ending. We're about to start maybe traveling again, hitting the airports. They're going to, open back up and everything. Shout out Delta. That there are no rules at the airports, right? Like as far as like food and drink goes, love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
No rules. Devin, I know you love that because like if I got like a, 8 a.m. flight to Mexico and I'm just in that mood, I get through fucking TSA, I pass through security, I fucking maybe hit the little wheat then, go through. I can go to Margaritas, get a taco and a margarita at 6 a.m., be ready for my flight at 6:30, get on the plane, have another cocktail, wake up in Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm fucking ready to go.
You can even get a
so
chicken bacon
true,
ranch
too.
at Dunkin' Donuts.
That's some shit I love. You can get a chicken bacon ranch too on the way to the airport before you're Mexican.
You know what I love
Yeah.
even more about that whole process is how the people who work in these bars at 6 a.m. handing out the booze, they fucking leave all judgment at home. They are so good about just not judging a fucking single soul. Like here I am drinking a fucking Bloody Mary 6 a.m. Probably wrecked by the time I end up and trying to find my gate. And these people just leave the judgment at home. You gotta love that.
The best.
They're veterans.
They are the best.
Last time I was at the airport, psycho move. Won't do it ever again. Don't recommend anyone doing it. I got Kelly's roast beef in the morning because nothing else was open. The line from Starbucks was literally a country fucking.
That line is crazy.
It was either miss your plane, and it's in 2 hours, or go to Kelly's. And I went to Kelly's. They put an egg on a 3-way.
Oh, what?
That's some shit that
That's
Devin would
wild.
eat. That's a
It's
shock
four-way.
right there.
No, that's something you don't tell people.
I'm down.
Devin's laughing at this, but Devin would do that.
Devin would
I
house
guarantee Devin would do that.
Nah, I'd be.
That's
Devin's gonna
first-
buy a
I'd get
three-way,
roast
cut it
beef
up,
anyway, dude.
make it
I
an
don't want the egg
omelet.
on there.
Sato, what do
Can I
you
get a roast
love?
beef omelet?
You think the wait a second. You think the 3-way is good at 6 a.m.? You would just take the egg out of it?
Better than a roast beef with egg. Hell yeah. I'd eat a 3-way at any hour, dude. I don't care.
True. I can't even hate it.
What I love is short and sweet. It's a little Italian, Sicilian specialty called spadini. You ever heard of it? That's what I love. If for the people at home that don't know what it is, it's a nice thin breaded beef cutlet. You put a little bit of that zugo in your grandma's special sauce. It has some onions in it. You slap some ham in there. You throw some cheese in it. You roll it up. You stick it in the pan. You cook it. And all of a sudden, it comes out. It's a beautiful piece of meat with sauce inside. And here's the trick.
Cheese.
All right?
And cheese.
And cheese. You get a piece of Scalfani's bread. Here's the slice of Scalfani's bread. Here's the spadini. Roll it up. Right down the gullet. That's what
That's
I
some
love.
shit I love.
So I just gave you a red card because Sato hoards his spadinis. Sean Gillen can back this up. My mom makes these cookies, right? They're peanut butter noodle cookies. Sometimes she just makes them for
She does.
Sato. Now, I would love a good trade-off You know, maybe here and there I get a Spadini, you know, if I give him a batch of fucking cookies that my mom made.
Just one or two.
No, this kid will eat Spadinis straight up all day. There'll be like a plate of Spadini. He's like, no, the family's eating them. And then I'll ask, like, yo, did you save me any Spadinis? No. I was like, there's no leftover Spadinis? Nah. Turns out his mom says, like, in front of me and Sean at some point, that there's, like, typically fridges full of Spadinis after these family parties. And Santo's just fucking hoarding them. For people that don't know, the Spadini is one of the greatest things you've ever ate in your life. It's the way he's saying it, too. You put it in the Virgilio's and Scally's bread. It is delicious. But you just got a red card.
The next big robbery in Gloucester is going to be Santo's basement. Spadinis and fucking Kansas sauce for
Jars
days.
of sauce. Yeah.
All right. In my defense, though, we might have some frozen trays of Spadini because when we make them, we make a shit ton. It's a production that goes on.
Said you might.
But we don't eat them that often. So I'm not helping. I'm not trying to help myself. But when we do eat them, when we do defrost them and make them, that's the first time I've had a Spadini in like 3 months. I'm not sharing them, boys. They're too good.
Give me some frozen ones. I'll fucking eat them frozen. I'm desperate.
Actually, I thought we were gonna get some focaccia bread or whatever. So
I didn't get any of that.
Don't hold your breath, bud.
They got like
this kid's hyping off the bread and not giving us shit.
This kid's all talk.
They're starting a fucking bakery over on Canada.
I'll give some bread. My dad said that he wants to give some bread out because I told him that everyone was loving the bread and he was.
Well, if he's anything like you, I'm not gonna expect anything.
I know your fucking family will all have some bread.
Oh. What do we got for categories today, boys?
I didn't even look. I don't even know.
Look. Well,
I got
I think it's
so we got
Sunday.
Yeah, what's your typical ideal Sunday? Not really typical, but your ideal Sunday.
You want to go, Jess?
Jesse,
You want me to hit this?
Go for it.
So my typical ideal Sunday would definitely be waking up. You know, I'm over the bridge too, so I got to make my way that way if it's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already there, hopefully. Best case scenario, I'm already there, and then I'm, going from here. But if I say hit like a 7 a.m., 7:30 tea time, right? Finish up around 10:30, 11, usually on the 7th or 8th hole. Hit up Dan. If you don't know who Dan is, it's Dev. But
okay.
5 p.m.
At that point.
5 p.m. the night before, it switched over to Dan. So so I usually hit up Dan around like 9:30, 10, get no response, finish up golf, go back to Magnolia, put on a bathing suit, go down to Mile wake up Dan from the boat, get on the boat, go down to the beach and slug a zillion beers till sunset and call it a day. That'd be my typical, ideal, perfect Sunday. And maybe we have the grill working on the boat. Fucking have a day.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much what we all kind of had in mind. I mean, I can go next if might as well. I'm already into it. I definitely had that in mind, obviously. So figured I should do something else because it's kind of a toss-up. If you know me, I am a big winter and summer guy. Obviously, fall, you get the pats, but I like winter too. So I'm gonna go with winter. Spring skiing, really more in the winter time. But beers in the lodge. Wake up still hammered from the night before, but you're on the mountain early. Beers in the lodge at lunch.
Beers in the morning too.
Yeah, beers everywhere. Yeah, anything you want. Smoking on the mountain. Preferably like skiing in a sweatshirt. The best. Sun shining. Go back after. Get in the hot tub. Drink some more. Not an alcoholic, but some Sundays call for it. And yeah. So that's where I'm at. Is kind of just the opposite end of the year.
Love that. Yo, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you get big into wearing just your shades, like your sunglasses this year?
Yeah.
Instead of the goggles?
Yeah, any day.
Did you like that? Or?
Yeah, any day it was warm enough. It just like the goggles, just like they keep so much heat in. The sunglasses.
Is it more so Was it more so for fashion out there? Like, because
Yeah,
now
I
you're
think
talking
that's
hot
what it was. He
days,
wanted a
were you
little
talking
steez.
fashion?
Whoa, I
you
looked
trying
pretty
to-
steezy.
trying
I
to
mean,
get
if you're
this-
saying it,
this-
if you're saying it.
Yeah. I never saw anyone talk to you at any bars over there at the lodge or anything.
You know what? It's a red card. I had a very nice guy approach me. You know what?
Yeah.
He asked me to move my car.
Great guy.
All right, I'll go next. Since Jesse already covered the winger chic, I'll take it on a different course as well. My typical Sunday, you wake up. I'm usually like a early morning guy, so wake up, make a nice cup of coffee, hang out outside. It's fall time. It's pretty warm out, around high 60s, low 70s. You're outside, drink a nice cup of coffee. Sundays, my grass cutting day. Sounds like a chore. I actually enjoy cutting the grass. Might be weird. Cut the grass. Do what you got to do for a little bit. Relax. Then the family comes over. Dev, you don't like cutting the grass because you're fucking rich and you never had to, all right?
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Actually-
Cut the grass
For
for
a little
many.
bit.
Sorry, I forgot to pick up my card. Yeah.
Anyways, the family comes over. We make Sunday lunch. You enjoy a nice Sunday lunch. And the Patriots are on in the background. The Patriots are on TV. Then you relax for a little bit, digest while you're watching football. Then the coffee comes out with all the Italian cookies. You keep watching football. Everyone takes off around, 5 o'clock. Then you hit up Devin. You hit up the boys. You go to Devin's house usually, and you watch the 8 o'clock games. And you finish. That's how you cap off your Sundays. Those are a beautiful Sunday.
Real quick, just want to throw in my honorable mention: tailgate at a Pats game on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Are you ordering any specific food that night for the 8 o'clock game? Any pizzas
when
that
we
you
were-
usually go to?
Sometimes when we were at Devin's, we'd order some RHOP and get some roast beefs.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm just stuffed
Fire
from
beefs.
Sunday lunch, and I just don't even eat dinner on Sundays.
Just Zugu and sauce, yeah.
Yeah,
Zugu, yeah, buy stuff.
Spadinis.
yeah, just Zugas and
Spadinis.
Spadinis. Yeah,
Every
And
weekend.
Dev doesn't cut the grass because he's always on the boat.
Yeah, that's fair.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Devi.
Enjoy.
Uh,
Sorry,
I
enjoy
actually,
cutting the grass.
Pack a dip in the
Wait up.
morning.
So I wrote a little paragraph for this topic.
I'm
So I wake up. I wake up
Is
probably
it a
around
poem? You
9:30.
should have made it a poem.
No.
Did
I
you
wake up
type
about
this?
9:30. I'm pretty hungover from the previous night out in Boston. Nice Saturday night in Boston. Who knows what happened? I wake up in Brighton. It's a nice, crisp, 55-degree fall day. Pretty nice weather. The boys walk down to Dolce Vita. We got our breakfast sandwiches, our iced coffees. We hang out for a bit in Brighton, shoot the shit. And then I drive home around 11, make my way through Brighton, get on Route 1, send it back to Rockport. Once I'm home, I lay down for a bit. Then I start watching the 1 o'clock games, if they're good. And at that point, the pulled pork's been in the crock pot for a couple of hours. And, I have multiple sandwiches throughout the day. And that's also it's also thrown in with some loaded sweet potato waffle fries with Gouda cheese and barbecue ground beef. It's a great
Ow.
meal. You mix in some nice craft beers, maybe a Harpoon ball pack, a couple hits of the weed. The Pats are on at 4:25. It's a good matchup. Probably playing the Ravens or something like that. And then maybe I'll catch Sunday Night Football if it's a good game. Maybe not. Depends how I'm feeling. But it's just a great day for the boys. And also the following day, that Monday, is the holiday, so I don't have to wake up for work.
Ooh, I like that. I like that
It's
add-on. That's a good
Ideal
touch.
Sunday.
And then
Yeah.
a 4-day weekend? Okay.
Yeah, it's a great day.
That whole thing
like
just
that
reminded
add-on.
me of. Yeah, you're a swordfish captain. Is there any better job in the world? I was just waiting for him to say that at the end.
That was honestly beautiful, Devin. Like, you could make that a little short story.
Yeah,
That was
that
painted in my head.
was poetic.
That's a nice day, dude. One of my
Waffle
favorites.
fries, barbecue
Pulled
ground
pork.
beef.
Yeah, I'm starving now. I'm fucking
And then
starving.
on that Monday that you don't have work, you have all that leftover food, and you just
Ooh.
toss it in a pan, crack some eggs, and make an omelet out of it.
Omelet.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, not lying. I do make pulled pork omelets, and they're tremendous.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, next up, ice cream sundaes. Your ideal ice cream sundae. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Build your
yeah.
perfect ice cream sundae.
Build the perfect. Yeah. Jesse, go.
I guess I'll go first on this.
All right,
so-
Santo, go.
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, I fucking love ice cream, but I'm not a big sundae person. I love coffee Oreo ice cream. I love any type of coffee
Same.
ice cream, and I love Reese's. So if I was gonna build my perfect ice cream sundae, it would
What's the
be
question?
Cafe Bishko. Anyways, it'd be Cafe B, coffee Oreo froyo, with some stuffed
Ooh.
pieces of peanut butter cups, a little bit of
What's
whipped
with you and
cream over the
froyo?
top, and then drizzle that little chocolate shit over the top.
I'm not into froyo, dude. I mean, it's your own taste, but it's not my thing.
Coffee
So-
Oreo froyo from Cafe B is so fucking good.
So I'll go.
That's Santo's first date with every girl he's talked to in the last 3 years.
And last.
You're gonna love this coffee froyo.
Oh yeah, I got a nice day planned for us. We're gonna go to go.
I mean,
We're gonna get the
I'll,
booing.
I'll laugh, but honestly, like that's probably like that. I might enjoy that more than the one I came up with, but mine's pretty extravagant.
Yeah, so fuck off.
Well, I mean, still, I'm not taking my first date there. So I'm gonna roll with for my ice cream.
Like I did that.
For my ice cream, I'm gonna roll with Chunky Monkey Ben and Jerry's. So I would typically just go with a vanilla, but I'm a big banana guy, so I'm gonna go Chunky Monkey Ben and Jerry's ice cream with whipped cream, some strawberries, get some more fruit in there, walnuts, gummy bears, and a waffle cone on top. So that's my ideal ice cream sundae. It's a little out there, but yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
everything.
I'm not a big banana ice cream guy.
The gummy bears throw me off a little bit.
Yeah, the gummy bears were definitely. I just love gummy bears, so I had to throw them in there.
Cold gummy bears too.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, you like
so
Candy Crunch
good.
on them?
Oh, I love them.
Different. They hit different.
All right, just go for it.
Jesse,
Let's
tell
hear
us
yours.
what hits Stiffwood.
So it started hitting me different around like, I don't know, 13, 14. No, I switched from getting like hard ice cream a lot, and I switched over to getting fraps. Big frap guy. I don't know if that's
Okay.
like a weird thing to say or if that's a red
So
flag,
you just
but-
red card me because I said froyo, and now you're going with fraps. So
yeah, but
Fuck off.
froyo.
You paved the way, Santa. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Froyo's a total move.
I'm still eating ice cream.
You're a
but
lib.
I'm just choosing to drink it instead of, in its
Yeah,
solid
whatever. Keep
form.
going.
I'd rather just melt it into its liquid form. So I like vanilla ice cream. Very simple. This is a very simple recipe. Vanilla, a full banana in a blender, and then chocolate sprinkles. You blend that up. Vanilla banana frap with chocolate jimmies or chocolate sprinkles. Whoa, sorry.
chocolate jimmies. They're jimmies.
And that's my perfect one.
I like
Or
it.
if I
like
couldn't
it.
I like
use
the
a frap,
jimmies. I love jimmies. Jimmies on the ice cream is a great touch every time.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was told not to stop saying that. So sprinkles.
Isn't that a New England
sprinkles.
trademark, Jimmy's?
Yeah, we should switch.
What about rainbow jimmies? Can we say that?
No.
That's
No,
I really don't know.
sprinkles are the rainbows and jimmies are
Let me
the
Google
chocolate.
this.
All right, Dev, you're up.
Is that what it is? All right, so I'm a big, really big chocolate guy. I'm not really into the gummies or anything. So I like the Moose Tracks ice cream with the fudge in there and whatnot.
Fuck yeah.
And then we're gonna throw a nice brownie in there. And we're gonna throw some hot fudge on top.
Okay.
And then I was debating. I think the Reese's peanut butter cups would be too much, so I'll throw in some M&Ms as well and some chocolate jimmies. So just a shit ton of
Peanut
chocolate.
butter M&Ms or regular M&Ms, or what
I
type
was
of
gonna
M&Ms
ask
you going? Because now there's a bunch of different types.
I'm just gonna go regular.
Yeah, that's
I'm down with that.
a good move. Good move.
Fair enough.
What's your favorite M&M? Let's go around the circle really quick, 5 seconds.
All right, you go first.
I'd have to go classic, like peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
Yellow bag.
I can only have one.
Yellow bag
Yellow bag.
peanuts.
Yeah.
Yellow bag.
Yeah, I'm yellow bag peanuts too.
Oh, that was easy.
Nope, settled. Nope, that was less than 5 seconds.
Yep.
Perfect.
I actually, I'm gonna be different. I like the pretzel M&Ms.
Those are good, but
New on the market.
regular peanut M&Ms hit different.
Pretzel M&Ms?
Yeah,
Get out of
they're
here.
classic.
They are good.
Dude, those are
They
Get
bomb.
out of here.
They're very good.
All right.
I think peanut butter is
Favorite
actually
holiday.
second best.
Favorite holiday.
Favorite holiday. Devin, hit it.
All right. I debated this one for a while, but I'm gonna have to go. I mean, it's probably everyone's favorite holiday, but I'm a big Christmas guy. Get the whole family together. It's like it's really like you have a big party, and then you have like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. It's like a 3-day event, pretty much. You know, you
Yeah,
get some gifts.
your family
get the
does
whole
Christmas
family
well.
come.
Your family does Christmas well.
Yeah,
Jesse,
you got family members coming home we haven't seen for a while, so it's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been over there. We all enjoy it thoroughly. So I understand completely why you chose that.
Hemians do Christmas as well.
Yeah. Jesse?
Yeah, their Christmas party is top notch.
I was gonna have to say Thanksgiving. You know, football, food, beer, all day. You can't go wrong. You know, maybe
yeah.
catch a high school game, especially because you're only gonna make one. It's like you might as well step in there. And I was gonna say Christmas too, but then I thought about it, and like Christmas has kind of gotten worse. You know what I mean? Since like you go to like college, it gets more expensive. You have to buy gifts for everyone. You get less gifts. It's like, how the fuck did this happen? You know?
Christmas a lot of responsibility.
How'd I get here?
I'm not a big Christmas guy. I'm a big Christmas Eve guy. So I can't really lump that in completely and call it Christmas. Sato?
I'm going Christmas Eve, no doubt about it. Jesse's been in my house on Christmas Eve.
I like
My
how you
buddy-
specifically broke it down to Christmas Eve too, because I agree with that.
Yeah. So Devin says he does a big
Multiple
party on
holidays.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
My Christmas Eve is bonkers. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the day
Spaghettis.
like because now my family's so fucking
Everywhere.
big that the
Fucking on
food
the
at
tree.
Christmas Eve is just beyond belief. The food at Christmas Eve is the best food ever. But then, like, my family's so big that Christmas Day, they
Hot
split up.
take.
Everyone splits up, goes to different families. All right. Into me out. I'm just saying normal
I got
things
him
here.
going. I got him going.
No,
I got him
no, keep
for a
going,
second
keep going.
there. He throws
But
that
anyways, so
Best.
Christmas Day, everyone splits up for my family. Like, they do, like,
Yeah.
maybe lunch with us and then come for dinner. So, you know, families
they
are
go
split.
to
But
the-
Christmas Eve, everyone is like, we're going to get together for this one. And we just get down and dirty. We play left, right, center with a bottle of Jameson in the middle. If you hit a center, you got to take a shot. But we have like
Nice.
40 people playing left, right, center. So it starts getting intense. And there's a lot of money on the table.
Yeah,
But
that's
Christmas
fun.
Eve, no doubt about it. Santa comes for the kids and shit. We have a
Yeah.
good time.
That's lit. It's lit. Yeah. And then I remember we finished like a whole handle of Fireball in like 8 seconds,
Yeah.
and that was Christmas. Basically, it was over.
Yeah.
Love it.
So
Yeah,
DJ, what's yours?
So mine, short and sweet. Pat Kelly's birthday, 4th of July. My favorite holiday. You know, you got the grilling, you got the boat. It's typically, I mean, I always put it up there with one of those surefire, one of the best days of the year. Like, as long as it's nice out, it doesn't miss. It never misses. So I'm going
Yeah.
with 4th of
That's a
July.
2-day holiday.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
third too. Hell
Yeah,
the
4th
third-
of July,
the third in
and
Boston bangs.
And just to add on to that, my honorable mention was Fiesta, because it's pretty much like a week-long event, and it's like the best week of the year.
Yeah.
So that's
Definitely a
mine.
holiday.
Bada boom, bada bing.
R.I.P. Fiesta.
Yeah.
September.
So yeah, I
we
mean
talking
September.
September?
I'm not even going.
Nah, I think at this point it's kind of
You're not
do it
going?
double next year. You know.
If it's in September,
I
unless they have the
think they
Greasy
should do
Bowl.
something like that. They should do like double next year for sure. Just
Double
something
down
like
next
that.
year,
Just
2
not even
week
worry
Fiesta?
about it. Not even worry
Except
about it in
two-
September.
Just have two freakouts.
I feel like it'd be disrespectful to Fiesta to have it in September, a little 2-day event.
Double like cardio.
Uh,
So St. Peter.
It would only be a 2-day event.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're trying to do it on a long weekend, so it probably would be a 3-day event. They're trying to do it Labor Day weekend, I believe.
So what? All we need is Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Exactly.
That's
Labor Day
true. I guess
week.
we'd still
Yeah.
rip it up.
What about the
Really?
parade of lights?
3 days.
We
No,
can't steal
September
that thunder.
13th. That weekend.
Horribles parade?
Oh, the Parade of Lights last year. Do you guys remember that? That was pitiful.
It
It's
didn't
always
exist.
pitiful.
The Parade of Light.
Mile Marker was like handing out.
Yeah.
Mile Marker was handing out gift cards for people to do the Parade of Lights.
Yeah, free gas.
Yeah.
Yo, if you guys actually, this is a different topic, but we should do a little CCAT Parade of Lights. We should hop in there.
Oh, I'd be
Yeah, we
down.
probably won't. It's a great idea, but
We should watch it. We should look at it. You know,
Just look
That's
at
what
it.
you love to do.
Just look at it.
Some shit that you love. We should just look at it from the cat.
Yeah, that's fair.
You
we could go
wanna-
out in the river.
You wanna wrap the cat in Christmas lights and then fucking start a fire out there? Like,
It sounds good now, but probably not.
yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
I said we hop on a mooring in the river, someone else's
That's all-
mooring, and just watch them go by.
When push comes to
Yeah.
shove, like most things, that's
Perfect.
just gonna be a hard pass for us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Before we get
Okay.
off, though, I did want to just throw it out there again. We're gonna get the invitations out there. We're gonna figure it out. But yeah, I know we don't have a lot of viewers, so I feel comfortable throwing the invitation out there right now. We are gonna do a fishing tournament. We're aiming for July 4th. Aiming for July 4th, as long as like everything's good. You can choose a surf cast over at the beach where my dad's house is, or grab your fish wherever you fucking get it and come measure it and weigh it in over at our place. We're gonna be cooking up food, and there might even be a prize.
A new car?
Wait, so
Hopefully, it's a GMC Sierra.
The
you
prize
guys-
is
I'm
what?
confused. Are you guys hosting a fishing tournament, or are you guys just having a cookout?
No. It's a fishing tournament, but the weigh-ins is gonna be a big cookout. We're pretty much the new mile marker.
Okay.
The mile
I'm
marker
down.
at Long
You-
Beach.
you
That's what we're
had me.
calling it.
Yeah, we could fill like half the boulevard there.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
For
easily.
sure. I'm not
Easy,
sweating
you
it.
kidding me? Especially at low tide, we could fill that place.
So yeah, look
Long
for
Beach?
the
Underrated spot.
invitation. Yeah, look for the invitation on a Facebook group. It's coming at you, boys. Coming soon, girls. Whoever.
Coming at you live. And now coming at you live is the creator of one of our favorite sponsors, Eifles Apparel.
Whoa.
Coming up next.
Dun, dun, dun.
Admit. Yada yada yada. Oh,
Alex Toomey, he just texted me. He's
there he
in, and
is.
there he is. Alex Toomey connecting to audio.
There he is.
What's up, Cuzzo?
How we doing?
You're still
Oh,
connecting to audio.
that audio.
Technical difficulties.
No, we're
There
good,
we
we're
are. He's connected. He's in. He's in. Up the
Dude.
curve. Eifles Apparel owner and the mayor of Ding Dong City. Alex Toomey, how you doing, kid?
good. How are we doing, Greased Up Sports? I'm doing well.
Oh, we're doing all right. Let's show off these couple hats I got. I got the camel hat. What do you call this one?
That's just the camo. That's the how you doing.
Just
a
the
little
camo? I love
Simple.
this
I
right
like
here.
it.
There's a little symbol right here.
So
Who
for the fans
made
at
that
home,
symbol?
That is Max Manfred's logo in Beverly. Great digital artist. Kind of paired up with him out of the gate.
Okay. That's a
Logo.
behind
I
the
love
scenes
it.
kind
That's-
of thing
that-
right there.
This is honestly that little logo like makes the hat. That's like one of my favorite parts of the hat. I love
It is.
that logo.
It is a little bit unique, being
Yeah.
from the
And then
Beverly area.
And then of course I have the Eiffel's fitness hat. This
Gotta
has
get
got
mine,
to be
too.
one of the most comfortable hats I've ever worn.
Oof.
I'm not even shitting you when I say that. I love this hat.
And
It fits with
Sato,
everything too.
what do you have on your head right now?
And then to top it off, Toom, you see this bad boy? Oh, there he is, the legend.
Oh.
I was gonna comment
Tom-
on your hat, dude. That is a throwback.
It's even got the legends in the back. Oh, baby. Oof. You kidding me with that?
That's dangerous.
So what's
That's
up? I love the
dangerous.
birds chirping in the background.
I was
Sounds
about to say,
nice. You got a nice backyard there, new patio.
Sounds like an oasis.
Yeah. Exactly. We're here at the Eiffel HQ's end zone right now.
Oh.
Can I flip
my
the camera on this guy?
Yeah, you
Please.
can do whatever you want.
We got the fire going.
God.
Everything's going on all cylinders over
that
here.
looks warm and toasty.
Firing. And you got that Eiffel sweatshirt on right there. A little shout out to
To me, I guess.
got
I
a
mean, yeah,
Tiger
this
King?
is the Eiffel. This is the Eiffel Exotic Collection. Some people
my
say the middle says Eiffel, but I just see stripes.
Yeah.
I see
So
stripes.
So this was released obviously with like Joe Exotic and all this stuff, right?
Yeah. So
Or was
here's a
it
little
before?
backstory.
Okay.
Here's a little backstory. It was after, 100% after.
Okay.
So the backstory on Eiffel Exotic. I mean, I guess you can't trademark a generic word like exotic, so I could just use it, just like fitness. So, my buddy sends me like a SketchUp on a white piece of paper, and it was probably like a high thought. And he's like, "Dude, what do you think of this?" And it was just a tiger with the Eiffel logo in the middle of it. And I was like, "Dude, that's a fucking great idea. Let's see what we can do." And literally, dude, that was at the end of maybe middle April when I just started Eiffel Fitness, and I dropped the Eiffel Exotic on everyone just fucking like that. It was crazy. So this is the beginning. It'll eventually go into like elephants, koalas, moose.
No way, dude.
Flamingos, anything.
All right, so where are all these ideas coming from? What's going on in that brain of yours?
This it's crazy to have my noggin, I'll tell you that. Mind you, Eiffel Apparel is my little side hustle. I am a scientist by day.
Yeah, so tell us about that. Tell us about the Toomey Eiffel's Master. Tell us what headquarters really looks like.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to go for a tour, this is relatively new.
Tell us about the science shop while you give us a tour.
Oh yeah, I can tell you for the science job. So middle of all things going down, all right. I'm working inside now with the corona going on, and these guys are fucking drilling. So I come out here, and they're making a new patio. I mean, it came out gorgy.
It looks great. Who did it? Do you know the company name?
MGF Construction. I think they're out of
Construction.
Yeah, MGF. I think they're out of like the Salisbury area. I'm not sure.
Probably related to Santo somehow.
Yeah,
they're doing stonework.
They have to be. If they're doing a little masonry, they're related.
Hey, the science job, just a little business operations job at Corning Life Sciences. Nothing special.
Nice.
Just sell science equipment by day and Eiffel by night.
Holy shit.
And you're selling to our good friend and Toon Squad member Connor Powers' company, correct?
I'm not sure if I am or not. I mean, dental area, we're more like cell culture based, which is like cell therapy, bioprocess, all that jazz.
Whatever that means, yeah.
Yeah, it's just harvesting cells and vessels. That's what we do. That's what we
It's like it's big brain stuff, right?
You don't got to have the biggest brain. Actually, my favorite quote is from Steve Jobs.
Let's hear it.
It's not about. Well, hold on. Pause. Delete that. Restart. Cue the duck boats. Just kidding. All right. Once you realize everything around you is made up of people no smarter than yourselves, your life has changed. And that's it. Beautiful quote by Steve Jobs.
It is true.
I'm still on the duck boat.
I guess that's the good thing about having me on the pod. You never know what's going to come out of the fucking mouth.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
we might need to bleep some stuff out, but we probably won't.
I mean, that's one thing we knew. We never knew that we knew. We knew that we never knew. So
Toom, you go, DJ.
All right. I got a question for you. So we know you because of Jay Bird. You went to college with Jason. Then I feel like that's how is that how you really got introduced to Gloucester itself and everything?
Yeah. So I mean, my life in Gloucester definitely took off when I turned 21. And yeah, shout out Jason for introducing me to everyone. My 21st birthday, I think I was coming back from New Jersey coaching baseball, and I was looking to party. 21st birthday, let's go. Had a Toon Squad game that night. We hit Proudy's. First pitcher ever, I think, was at Proudy's. Unbelievable. So then I woke up hungover at Jason's house at like 10 a.m. And he's like, dude, we're leaving for Saco at 10:20. You want to come? And I was like, fuck yeah. So I did. Sancho, I think you were driving.
I didn't even know
we drove up with Jesse. Yeah, we drove up with Jesse Glidden. Shout out, and that was the start of kind of my Gloucester career. Never looked back.
Oh, yeah, that was a good soccer year.
Big
too.
time.
Yeah.
Now you're not even like Toomey from Beverly. You're like Toomey from Gloucester, and you're munching on this monkey bread that I very much miss.
Oh yeah, Karen Ryder. Best monkey bread in town.
Shout out Karen Ryder.
Made with
Best
love.
monkey bread maybe in the U.S.
secret ingredient. You got to make everything with love.
I love it.
That's for damn sure.
So Toomey, I know you played ball with Jay Bird, baseball for people who don't know, with Jay Bird at Salem State. What was the position you held down?
So I mean, that's a good question because I didn't hold down any position. I think I was like the utility guy. I went in as a third base pitcher, and then I started playing outfield, second base, first base 1 year, hit ninth, hit led off. It was crazy. So
sporadic. You're all over the place.
Yeah, just a team guy. Put me in, I'll win.
Love it. Best average. Best average in all 4 years.
College. I don't think it was 333, but I think it was like. No, it wasn't that high. It might have been like 320 or 317.
That's anything in the threes. I mean, me personally, I'm a power guy. I'll go out of the park at least once in a season. So, big power guy over here. But 300, wow, I love that, man. That's good shit. And Jay Bird,
how many ding dongs did you hit?
So the college ding dong on the report was I think 7, but the coolest stat, which was a big team stat, my favorite stat was RBIs. I had over 100 career RBIs.
Oh,
which is
wow.
Give me ducks on the pond, I'll get them in.
That's all you need. You're a team guy, like you said, team guy. That's what you do.
Yeah, if you're gonna be greedy for one stat, be greedy for the RBI.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that's why I like having good hitters behind me because I would either get hit or I would get walked. I'd get on first, maybe steal second, and then I'd have a good hitter behind me. He'd hit the gap, and I'd just waltz my way into home plate. Ruby City.
And Jay Bird, what position did he hold down, or was he similar?
So in high school, being a lefty, you can't really be a utility guy. So he came in as a pitcher. So you want to be like a crafty lefty pitcher. A lot of colleges look for that extra guy to come in and pound. But he is honestly the best team aspect about Jason is that he's the biggest bench rally guy. Like he will get everyone up off the bench.
For sure.
Maybe less so in baseball, but basketball definitely.
Definitely. That's Jay Bird's like personality. He's good at getting the people going. Big people guy.
Yeah, I think I only got to share the diamond with Jason maybe 1 or 2 seasons of baseball. I know AAU we did it one year for the famous
Mariners.
Gloucester Mariners. That was such a show. But I think I got this.
I know he was the baseball guy.
Hemdog,
busy doing something. Who knows what he's doing?
Yeah, we had a tough time rallying him. You give him a hat, and then all of a sudden he doesn't even ask you any questions, Tim.
Yeah, he's got to get a red card or something, some type of he may have to do a 10-minute plank.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He's handing out red cards.
Toomey tossing out the red card. I'm with you.
Let's go. For sure.
So Toom, let's get into the Eifles. How did you start it? Where did it come from? And what did you expect it to be?
So that's a good question. And I still don't know what I want it to be. So that just gives you a little insight right there. But probably like 2016 or 17, I started to realize that on apps like Snapchat, Instagram, the words are backwards on your shirts when you take a selfie. So then I thought to myself, probably over a few beers, what's the best word to, trademark backwards? And when I started thinking down that path, I had a few ideas, but then I was like, selfie's the word. So how can I make, then I started to just kind of rewind and say, all right, now what kind of logo can I make? And I kind of drew some shit up. I actually have my iPad right here. We can give you guys a little insight to the Eiffel collection. Never before seen, by the way.
Oh,
wow. First ever.
Let's go. So this was the first. No, don't get me wrong. This is the first logo that I ever drew up on the good old iPad.
Really?
And there she is.
Whoa, interesting.
So, I mean,
it
right off the bat,
a little bit, baby.
You can see I was going for some high detail.
Oh,
is that an eyeball in between the E? I don't know. Is that a moon over the eye? I don't know.
This is like some Tim Burton shit.
Yeah, so.
I love it.
I mean, I don't know how quick I did all these.
You gotta throw like an OG. You gotta throw like an OG one out on like a shirt soon or something.
Oh, some money in there. I like that. That one's pretty cool.
Fire.
A little money, but this is just doubling around. Little baseball guys right there.
Oh, it's starting to get closer.
Yeah, this one's a little
Okay.
I don't know if you can
Some
kid
ladies.
show. Yep.
Kid show.
But and then I kind of dabbled with
found
this.
the Google.
Now,
Huh.
I don't know if that's Google or not, but let's see. So this is the one I ended up going with.
That was the original right there.
Yeah. So I'll flip.
That was the first ever on a shirt.
Yeah. That's the same one.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks the same.
I didn't know for the longest time that it was selfies backwards. I had no idea. I was at Jason's house one night and I was sitting next to Mike Emery and I was wearing the hat. And he's like, dude, you know what Eifles is, right? I'm like, fucking Toomey's brand. I don't know. And he's like, no, you fucking idiot. When you take a picture of it, it says selfie. And then it all clicked and I was like, holy shit, that is honestly fucking genius.
So that's the big debate. I mean, I have a bunch of, not mentors, but they're always like, dude, what are you doing not advertising it as selfie? On my Instagram, you'll see it only says Eiffel. Because at the end of the day, I mean, if you like Eiffel, this is how it looks with your eyeballs,
Exactly,
yeah. I figure once people find out it says selfie backwards, then it's like, boom, boom, I'm getting 2 shirts for one.
Yeah, exactly. No, for real, though. They'll be like, whoa, shit, did you know this? And it becomes that much cooler.
It's a good, I mean, you're at a bar. It's a good icebreaker.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
I mean, the brand is just what you make it. I don't know what it's going to be down the road. I mean, we got Eiffel Fitness going over here, Eiffel Exotic over here. Peep the sleeve real quick.
I like this.
Ooh, the sleeve makes that.
It's always something over here cooking up.
And you got a lot of like
smell it.
artists helping you out. Like you will tag artists and shit, and they'll kind of pop your stuff on Instagram. Or I remember you were doing that with that one kid, like some artwork.
Yeah, so I mean, you're probably thinking of Callan up in Canada. But I mean, with that guy, I just bought a piece of art, and I was like, yeah, I have this brand. But actually, back in the day, so we might go too far down the rabbit hole here, but the kid who took the selfie with Justin Timberlake at the Super Bowl?
Okay.
He was my first influencer.
I remember that. I do remember that.
So I had him do a video or something, and then Callan reached out to me. So then that basically told me you never know when an investment is going to lead to another investment.
Yeah, for sure.
So you get one influencer over here, he connects you with him, and then you just keep connecting and building relationships.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not doing anything, then obviously nothing's going to happen. So way to just be proactive.
Right.
Yeah. So what was the approach to get your hat on El Prez's head? Did you how did you find like the address, like all that shit?
Yeah, I mean, that was tough. So actually, since Corona hit, I was fortunate enough to work at home, for a month or two, whatever it's been. So that gave me some extra time to kind of like figure some shit out. Mm-hmm. So my buddies were like, yeah, Prez was doing this unboxing. I mean, I was following them, but I didn't really think or really have the drive to be like, oh, dude, I got to go out of my way to get the address and all that jazz. But I ended up finding it. And I sent him the first time I sent him a package, and he doesn't like 2 packages. Don't get me wrong. And knowing that, the second time it was kind of a ballsy move. But so the first time I sent him that camo 5-panel flat brim and like a shirt off my back, I just threw it in the package, and something else. But then the second time I gave him the Eiffel Fitness one, and in my note I wrote that, hey, this is the second gift that I'm giving you. And he didn't like that too much, so he ended up taking my hat off. But what are you gonna do? That motivated me to wake up the next morning and start walking again, start grinding.
So that leads to the next thing, up the curve. What is up the curve for all the people at home?
Yeah, so up the curve is Eiffel Fitness's hashtag that we use, and it simply means do more than you did yesterday. And I kind of got that motto. Everyone says once you stop playing sports, you kind of shit the bed and get large like we all do. And that happened to me, sitting at an office all day, and I'm still kind of battling the thickness over here, but we'll be back.
How many C's thick are you?
So for those who don't know, when I exited college, I was probably like 188, 200 on a bad day.
Yeah, you're ripping CrossFit all the time. Right?
Yep, I was a CrossFit guy and I got injured, so that could be part of that. But Yeah, so now I'm probably like 240-ish. Probably lost a 5'10" on the first week of Eiffel Fitness, and we do say that we are launching in June.
So
Really?
Eifles Fitness is not launched yet. It's
Right,
just
so
sales right now, or
it's
how are
just
people
started.
getting these hats?
So the people got the hats because they were part of the pre-sale.
Okay.
So I mean,
Oh, right.
so
right.
so right. So when I dropped the hats, I was like, I just want to creep into this market because you don't know if it's gonna be big or not, or if it's gonna stick. So I dropped like 50 or so hats, 100, like around there. And honestly, the first week, boom, people just they wanted them. Can I have them? Can I have them? Can I have them? And I was out delivering. That's what I think the big hit is that it's same day delivery for people of the North Shore.
So, Toomey, are you hand delivering all of these hats?
That's what I did. Yep. So they delivered May 5th, and they were gone by May 8th.
Wow, that's a lot of driving.
How many did you get?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm used to Ubering as well. So I mean, I got like around 50 the first batch. So now the second batch, I'm not going to say numbers, but I have 6 different types coming out.
Whoa.
So right now on
So the people have
Instagram,
seen 3.
they've seen 3.
Wow. Okay,
Whoa.
so we're only halfway there, and we're not even
Right,
in
wow.
Eiffel Fitness yet. Okay, so we're not even there.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
So there's a lot more coming. So
Summer hasn't
there's gonna be
started,
6
folks.
6 variants and 1 rare variant. Only 12 available to the market.
Oh.
So you throw that little
Now you
X
got me
factor on
thinking.
there.
Yeah. Now I just
Okay.
want one. It's like a limited edition. You need it.
Right.
Like the
And
shiny,
I mean,
shiny
I'm not
Yu-Gi-Oh
even like
cards.
bullshitting when I say this. I've said it so many times, but I fucking love this hat. Like, I put it on, it fits like a glove. It's super comfortable, and it goes with everything. I mean, it's a black hat. It goes with everything.
Devin, who
We're
is
not
missing.
dancing.
Devin, who's missing, which hopefully he's all right. But he always says that it's like his most comfortable hat he's ever put on, and that's a melon. So
And he's gonna squash.
obviously, you know, it's got some give. It depends on what size your head is, but does it range in sizes or is it one size fit all?
No, yep. You got one of these back here. Just a
Oh,
quick little-
beautiful. Oh, okay. Okay. Beautiful. Love
Yeah.
that.
So you gonna have any like Eiffel's fitness shirts coming out too, or what?
So I posted shirts on the website. And that's the thing too with running any type of business. You gotta have stock and have all your operations set up ready to go. So basically the shirts, they are not same day shipping, and you just buy them on the website. And due to COVID, it's like 13 to 16 day lead time. Trust me, I'm on these guys like wet on rice. But the hats, since I chose to stock them because you know they're a good product, everyone kind of already wants them. They'll be same day shipping. They'll be here at the Eiffel HQ, locked up somewhere because it's like gold.
So,
love it. So you're
shirts,
definitely
how
having
many
a
shirts
fucking.
do you have?
So the shirt, I probably have like 1 or 2 shirts up there right now.
They're on the website though. You can order them on the website right now.
Yep, sweatshirts, and all that jazz. Yeah, a little gator. I don't know where my gator went, but
So you're having a fucking good time doing it though, huh? Seems
yeah,
like
it's fun. Keeps you busy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Helps you.
you gotta stay busy.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
just
name of the game.
when you drop a new item, all that stuff. I mean, the videos are great. You keep the people entertained for sure, Tim. We appreciate it.
Well, yeah, I try to. It's always good getting feedback though, too. You know.
Have you gotten any negative feedback from anyone?
Yes, I got my not first, but the negative feedback was on actually a new brand of Eiffel apparel, which is not yet released, and it's an Eiffel Inside thing. So to be an Eiffel Insider, you just have to buy a piece of apparel, and boom, I get your email. You're an insider. You start getting all the notifications. So I'll ask the insiders sometimes, like, hey, do you think this looks good? What should we do with this logo? And I get their feedback. And, the other night, guy was like, that looks fucking hideous. So you got to take that with a grain of salt and fucking move on.
But you know what? That's
Honestly?
one guy out of however many people. Maybe he just thinks it's hideous. Maybe he's hideous. How about that?
Yeah, could
Throw it
be.
right back
Or
in his face.
yeah, he might not be in that market, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's just not his type. It's not ugly. It's just not his type.
When I'm wearing this
That's what I
shirt,
tell myself every day.
when I'm wearing this shirt around GLO in about 2.5 weeks, you guys will be like, "Wow, it's fucking hideous." But it's so it's so bad looking that it makes you want to look at it.
Beautiful.
It's like
Hey,
those
that's
like
good
retro
marketing
like
for you.
70s, 80s jerseys
Yeah.
that are coming back that were like hideous, like the starters or whatever the fuck they were called, like those like kind of windbreaker-y zip-ups. Those were hideous when you were in early 2010. Now they're coming back around. Everyone wants them, all the funky colored shit. So you never
I
know.
like those.
I like them
Something.
too.
You're funky.
Thanks,
So
man.
Doom, what are you looking
do we
to do
got?
this summer? We got you in the glow half the time. I'd feel like probably at least the weekends, right? You're gonna be in the glow this summer.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
Yep.
you know, obviously,
GLO.
yeah, obviously, if everything's just like back to normal in let's say a month or so, what are you looking to do? A little beach, a little boat, all that good stuff.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I've been in the GLO area quite often. Shout out to the girlfriend, cousin Taya.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ryder.
But yeah, we were just biking. Hopefully, the tennis courts open up soon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you know, I just like the nature. I like hearing the ocean crash against the rocks over there. Beautiful, beautiful city you guys got up there.
Nothing better, man.
Hey, you know, we try to keep it clean up here, us blue collar guys.
Yeah. Well, hey, Toomey, we don't want to.
I do need the Wednesday night tennis back. Wednesday night tennis needs to come back.
You a big tennis
I do
player,
like
too?
that a lot.
Not bad. I mean, it's good for my activity. Gets the heart rate up, you know.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fun. Just
I'm dying when I
bouncing
play.
the ball back and forth.
I'm sore from golf the other day. I didn't really think it was that much of a like physical activity, but that was like 3 days ago. I'm still sore. So I don't know how
You want to
well
be
I'm
sore?
doing.
Run a mile in the Eiffel HQ.
Whoa, a mile in there? That's intense.
It's been done before. So the first mile here was walked at 25:18 clip, and the first jog mile done here was done at a 17:10 clip, I think.
Yo,
But
shabby.
I don't think the Apple Watch or my tracking system picks up the turn. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
that's an
I'm not
extra
making
half
excuses,
mile,
but-
dude.
Yeah.
That's the turn.
You know, but,
the
I mean-
turn can be a lot. Just ask
Yeah.
the same
So
boat.
the time is posted. The world record time is posted. If anyone wants to beat it, come through.
Love it. Love it.
All right, Toom, give one word of advice for all your Eifles followers and how to up the curve and what you got to do to be an Eifles guy.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta set the routine. You gotta visualize, and you just gotta prepare.
I love it.
I like
Up the curve.
Yeah,
Set
that's
the
some words of
routine,
wisdom right there.
Visualize and prepare, and
Yeah.
you'll up the curve.
And I go through the mottos every now and then, but sometimes up in the curve is just up here.
Love it. Yo,
All
mental.
mindset.
show off the merch one more time before you go. Real quick. Boom.
Lighting might be bad.
Oh, I see
We
it.
can see it.
That's what we got. That's what we got.
Boom. Love it. Thanks for
Eifles
coming on, bud.
Exotic and Eifles Fitness.
Yeah. Thanks, boys. Later.
Enjoy the rest of your
I'll
night.
see you, Toom.
Peace.
Hey, what's up? Smooch Scoop, season 10. In case you couldn't tell, I got my first real bad sunburn of the year, and my body is throbbing. And I didn't watch the episode this week. I don't know who said what they talked about. I was told Santo had a lot of red cards. There's probably something about him being an uncle, or him laying tile, or like how he can do a backflip, or some of those things he's always talking about. Devon's, I assume, was like about how 7-Eleven's like the best pizza in town, which I wouldn't disagree with. It's pretty solid pizza. Jesse's and DJ's were probably differing opinions on how the Byzantine Empire collapsed, but I don't really know. But it's not that I'm going to have you go down to the beach and capture 5 creatures of the sea. By that I mean clams, mussels, seahorses, hermit crabs, seagulls, fish, any of the above. And you got to capture 5 of them. Let us know what you get.
Well, now they
Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
This is the Smooch Report podcast.